Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket for Monday the 18th of July. Today on the show celebrating Star Wars, Minecraft tragedies, and new games. There are few that are not crap. Alright, here's what's been making headlines, and first up, there were quite a few juicy holocrons coming out of the Star Wars celebration in London. With a number of big Star Wars games out and in the pipeline, it was no surprise to see so much game news at the 3-day nerd extravaganza. First up, an HTC announced that the Star Wars Trials of Tatooine VR experience would be launching for free today. The first-person Jedi experience sees you whacking things with virtual lightsabers, which is basically the reason VR was invented. DICE made an appearance too, showing off their upcoming Battlefront DLC. Dropping in September, the Death Star expansion will introduce space dogfighting and let players experience the classic trench run. It also brings in 2 new hero characters in Bounty Hunter Bosk and Walking Carpet Chewbacca. That's Wookiee for f***ing finally. DICE also revealed their 4th and final DLC pack, which will focus on content from the new film Rogue One and will probably be released around the same time as the movie. We'll see the beach planet Scarif and get to play as Jyn Erso and Ben Mendelsohn's director Krennic. And last but not least, Amy Hennig, creative director on Visceral's untitled Star Wars game, dropped a few hints about what her and the team have been working on. On a live panel, she told the audience that in crafting the narrative and characters, the first thing that jumped out was that these are always ensemble stories, so the same is true of our game. Moving on now to showing skins in bad taste. Rajan Zed of the Universal Society of Hinduism has appealed to Blizzard and Activision to remove an Overwatch skin which he claims trivialized Hinduism's highly revered goddesses. Symmetra's Devi skin is a kind of hodgepodge depiction of the great goddess of Hinduism, Devi. Zed argues that controlling and manipulating a deity with a joystick or mouse is a denigration and misrepresentation of their true purpose. Blizzard are yet to comment. GameStop in Italy are leaking more than the Trevi Fountain, and the Trevi Fountain was designed to leak out of some very specific places. The Italian retailer may have let slip the release date for Rise of the Tomb Raider on PS4. A listing, which was quickly removed, pinned the release date as the 10th of November, exactly 1 year after its initial release on the Xbox One. We knew from the start that the Xbox exclusivity over the title was temporary, but until now we could only wildly guess as to when it would come to Sony's console. And good news for all those Berserk fans out there that we know are watching, because you always comment that we never mention Berserk. There's a new game coming your way. Berserk. Koei Tecmo has confirmed that the new Dynasty Warriors style game is launching on PS4, PC, and Vita in the West. The game has a Japanese release date of September 21st, but there's no Western release date just yet. Alright, now it's time for Thing of the Day! That one didn't come out as well.
It's about the same.
Ah, shut up. And now a message from a man who loses everything.
Right there, looks like it. Oh, it turns on heat. I just lost everything.
Alright, it's This Week in Games time, where I will be letting you know what's happening this week in games. But let's not start with this week. Let's start with the week ending the 10th of July with the NPD stats. And number 1 on that list, Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 2, Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Number 3, Minecraft. Number 4, Star Wars Battlefront. Number 5, Overwatch. Number 6, Doom! Number 7, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Number 8, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Number 9, FIFA 16. And number 10, Fallout 4. And dropping off the list this week is Halo 5 Guardians. See you next Xbox promotion, Halo. Moving on now to games that you can get this week, and while technically that is all games that have ever been released and are available for purchase, these are the ones coming out over the next few days, starting today. Monday the 18th with the aforementioned Star Wars Trials on Tatooine for the Vive. I actually played this at GDC. It is very short and very simplistic, but you are very much holding a lightsaber blocking blaster fire, and it's super cool. And once you finish that game 60 times, you can move on to an even shorter game on the 19th with 10-second Ninja X for Xbox, PS4, Vita, and PC. Ark Survival of the Fittest is the battle arena version of everyone's favorite dino riding, poop eating, doesn't live up to the trailer graphically survival fest, and it's dropping on PS4. Also, on the 19th, want to be a cat? Of course you do, because you're an internet person. Then cat it up in platformer Hunter's Legacy on the PC. Or maybe you wish that JRPGs never changed and remained that bizarre, deliberately obtuse, difficult beast that they were in the 90s and arguably 100% still are. Then you can check out I Am Setsuna, which looks to be a gorgeous love letter to frustration. Lifeless Planet came out 2 years ago on the PC and 1 year ago on the Xbox One, and it is now coming out on the 19th on PS4. But since the whole thing was made by one guy, we can probably cut him some slack. Neverwinter, however, came out 3 years ago for the PC and last year for the Xbox One, and it comes out on the 19th for PS4. But since the whole game is made by a full studio of developers, I will cut no slack. On the 20th, you can go on a date in the park on PC. On the 21st, go to space in VR in Always Higher. On the 22nd, point and click action alternate timeline USSR pixel game Dream Break drops for PC, along with Defend Your Crypt, a Lemmings-esque puzzle game, and Swordy, a 4-player local multiplayer PC stab 'em up, which looks great until you inevitably get shanked in real life. Rounding out the week on the 23rd for PC, Human Fall Flat has you controlling a little physics baby trying to escape his nightmares, and Sweatshop is a clicker for terrible people just like you. Alright, that's it for today's episode of Pocket My Pocketeers. Did I miss anything from that list that you are keen to play this week? I did miss something. The WoW Legion patch drops tomorrow. The official Legion expansion comes out on the 31st of August, but this changes a bunch of stuff about the game now, regardless of whether or not you bought Legion or are planning to. You can also pre-download it, and I recommend you do, because it's a sweet 20 gig. And while you're on the internet, check out Good Game on Facebook, YouTube, and iView. Want to be a fellow Pocketeers? Then join the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. You can follow Good Game on Twitter at Good Game TV, follow Pocket and NichBoy at Pierreth, and GG and Monkey and SMG. There are links to everything I just said in the description below. Today's Thing of the Day graphic was made by MI2 Lethal, whose name I have definitely correctly pronounced this time. If you've made a thing, please send it in. Till tomorrow, NichBoy out. Mwah! Give me Chewy. Like that?